7 Wonders of the Ancient World. The 7 Wonders of the World are examples of contributions the ancient civilizations of the Mediterranean and Middle East, where there is a rich past of historical constructions that tell stories of human achievements. The reason why most of the features of the ancient 7 Wonders of the World are not still standing is due to many different reasons that have passed through history. Whether those caused by man, such as wars, or by natural factors, such as earthquakes and weather factors, these monuments and wonders are still present in people's minds and imaginations, even after a long period of time has passed since the disappearance, through telling different stories about them and imagining what they were like. The Pyramid of Khufu. The Pyramid of Khufu, or the Pyramid of Giza, modern name, the Great Pyramid, is the only landmark whose remains remain to this day, one of the 7 Wonders of the ancient world, as it is located in Cairo in Egypt, specifically in the Giza Governorate. The construction of this great architectural edifice began during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu, and its construction continued for approximately 20 years until it was completed in the year 2560 BC. The pyramid ranks first among the oldest 7 wonders of the ancient world, and the opinions of researchers differed about the method of building this engineering marvel. The enormous size of this pyramid and the high precision in its construction led to the emergence of many theories about how it was built and constructed, some of which indicate that approximately 20,000 workers worked continuously and with unparalleled effort for 20 years to complete the construction of the Giza Pyramid. The Giza Pyramid is considered one of 3 pyramids dedicated to the ancient Egyptian pharaoh Khufu and his wives. It includes many internal corridors and rooms that are believed to have been built to house the pharaoh's coffin and what he might need to live in the afterlife, as the pharaohs believed, and this pyramid was built from a number of it is a large stone block of enormous weight. It is believed that it consists of about 2.3 million large stones, the weight of each of which exceeds 2 tons, and some of which reach 15 tons. Studies and theories differed as to how these stone blocks were raised to high heights, as it reached a height above the surface of the land is approximately 146 meters. But the removal of its peak made its length 139 meters. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon are considered the royal gardens of King Nebuchadnezzar II, and one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. They were built in the Iraqi city of Babylon, while some other narratives indicate that they were located in Nineveh Governorate. There are many narratives and stories that describe the grandeur and magnificence of the building. In those gardens, one of the accounts attributed to the Greek historian Herodotus indicates that the gardens of Babylon were surrounded by outer walls that were 90 kilometers long, approximately 24 meters thick and 97.5 meters high, in addition to the double inner walls, which contained within them many places of worship, castles, and statues made of pure gold. And regardless of the veracity of the narrative of Herodotus and others, it generally refers to the grandeur of the building and the magnificence of its construction that was felt by its visitors, and these gardens have become a memory of history. This is as a result of the earthquake that struck it in the 2nd century BC. The Statue of Zeus. It is what is known as the Statue of Zeus, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It was built as a tribute to the god Zeus by the Greek sculptor Phidias and a team of his assistants, in the year 432 BC in the Greek city of Olympia. It was also carved in one of the Greek temples to reach its height. Approximately 12 AD on a large wooden base. Gold and ivory formed the body of the statue, which was holding in its left hand a scepter studded with all kinds of metals, and in its right hand was a small statue of the Greek goddess of victory, which. As for the throne on which he sits, it is made of a mixture of precious stones and gold. And ebony. The Temple of Artemis. The construction of the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, dates back to the 6th century BC, specifically in the Hellenistic era, and although its remains currently constitute merely the remains of the foundation on which the temple was built in the city of Ephesus or Ephesus, which is currently located in Turkey, the British Museum of London contains in its exhibitions some of the remains of this edifice. The structure of Artemis was made entirely of marble and contained many huge columns, in addition to those surrounding it, which numbered 36 columns. It was also rebuilt many times, the first of which was in the century 2 BC. Mausoleum of Mausolus. The Mausoleum of Mausolus is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It was established shortly after the year 367 AD. Some believe that its construction dates back to Mausolus, the ruler of the Caria region and the founder of the city of Halicarnassus, which is located in Turkey today. At that time, to bury him there after his death as a reward for his efforts. He founded this city, and the mausoleum of Mausolus contains three main components that make it up: the huge hall that contains the tomb room, a group of columns numbering 36 of the Ionic style, and the pyramid that includes 24 steps. The total height of this shrine reached approximately 43 AD, and it was decorated with many different inscriptions that carry many symbolic meanings referring to hunting, battles, and sacrifices. The Statue of Rhodes. The Statue of Rhodes is considered the tallest and largest statue during the Hellenistic period. It was built on the Greek island of Rhodes, which was considered of commercial and economic importance. The story of the creation of this statue began when Antigonius of Macedon sent troops to punish Rhodes for its alliance with Ptolemaeus I, king of Egypt, so that the war between the two sides then spent a full year, and after the end of this year, Ptolemaeus sent relief to Rhodes to defeat Antigonius's soldiers, who numbered 40,000 fighters, leaving behind their equipment and weapons. The people of Rhodes sold this huge equipment so that they could create a huge statue to thank the gods for the victory. As they believed, a statue of the sun god Hel was created in Rhodes until it destroyed in earthquake and gone. The Lighthouse of Alexandria. It is the last of the 7 wonders of the world to be destroyed as a result of many seismic tremors that destroyed it and turned most of it into ruins. The Lighthouse of Alexandria is located on the island of Pharos, located within the Alexandria Governorate in Egypt. Ptolemaeus I was the one who had the idea of establishing it, but his death prevented this. So his son began the construction work, which continued for an estimated period of 33 years and at a very high financial cost. After the completion of the construction work, its height reached 91.44 meters, making it one of the greatest and tallest building edifices built by man. This lighthouse was lit daily by lighting a fire at its top. Or you did it. The new 7 wonders of the world. 7 new wonders were announced in 2007 AD, specifically on the 7th day of July, after the global movement known as New 7 Wonders launched a global vote that was launched from the city of Lisbon to choose 7 new wonders of our current era. She was chosen after more than 100 million people voted for her. We will show it in a separate video. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel to receive all new